Pivoting and reinventing is probably the biggest challenge for most people. You have a business that's in front of you, or a business that was working up to 6 months ago, and you worked up to a certain point, you got it just the way you wanted it to, and now it suddenly evaporates. If you can turn around and consult with people, show them how to pivot, show them how to reinvent, they can pay you for the entire process of sitting down as a consultant online. You don't have to meet them face to face, and advising them. Now, you can make it a do it for you project where you do it for them, do it with them project, or because people are so desperate they really want to be able to do something with it, you just need to be able to brainstorm, mastermind, and coach them to be able to do this. Then next up, you've got creating coaching courses. This is what I touched on with Speak on Stage. I know that training people all around the world, I've been doing this for ages to be a great speaker, but I realized that as soon as you stop thinking about locality, and the first part of the lockdown, as well as doing the toilet paper diaries with Ernesto, me and myself, my team, were working on putting together Speak on Stage to work with people anywhere around the world automatically. They can watch the videos, they can catch up, they can see us live on this, but it's a backbone and a way of financially guaranteeing that you're still making passive earning, because the people who follow you will continue. You can create those courses for anything. If you're an accountant, mathematician, if you're a chef, these can all be a series of videos. You can write books, you can do all sorts of things to really drive this, and people will pay, because right now there's a lot of desperate people with money wondering what they're going to do next. Then you can look again at digitization of existing bricks and mortar businesses. I mean, one of the things about Uber found a big challenge of, obviously, it took out the taxi business, but who wants to go into a taxi that might have coronavirus in it? Being honest, I know that I'm not having a go at Uber or anybody else, but it is a fear. Who's been here? Have you had time to wipe it down since the last client? But supposing Uber pivoted and they became a delivery service, and they're delivering goods that are being sold from garages or from people's houses, and you pay an extra $20, $30, whatever it would be, to get an Uber to pick it up and drop it off at your house. There's so many ways of looking at other businesses and saying, you know what, they've missed a trick. Now, the obvious one, if you're a speaker and by the time you got to the Fast Forward show, in some way, shape or form, you're creating content and you've got a really strong personality, web TV shows. Now, it might be a case you're saying, web TV, but Dave, what am I going to do? What are people going to be interested in watching? You and your thing. That sounds rude. I didn't mean it like that. You and your particular niche, or somebody else's niche. You either double down by saying this is what you do really well, or you explore it with your personality, and you can have as many guest stars as possible. If you're a rubbish gardener, but you've got a garden, you can talk to gardeners all around the world, really top experts, because they might not be interviewed that often. Element, a massive business, just purely because people are bored. So think about where your stuff could come from. Creating websites for these people is huge as well, and you don't have to be able to do it. You just need to know somebody who can do it for them, and you can take a commission on making the whole process come together, or you can make a team of outsourced people that do it for you. Now, we spent a lot of time, and Ernesto is an expert at SEO and social media marketing. Think about it. People creating videos, people creating content, not knowing how to get it out, not getting enough views. If you can turn around and say, I will do this for you, they will pay, because they can't do it any other way. Then they're looking at apps. Can you create an app for somebody for their digital space? Or maybe what you can do is have so many access to the great apps, the good apps, the rubbish apps, you can maneuver through and say, right, I will help you improve your business, and I'll describe for you what you need, and I'll get you the perfect app for all these different solutions. It might not seem like a lot of money in one case, but imagine doing it for a lot and affiliating for all those different products. Then you can open up new avatars for them. Who is your target market? Who are they reaching? They might not know, because they're used to people walking into their shop or people walking into their office or Googling them. They might have a new business that reaches a completely new audience, and they might need to reinvent themselves, but they've got no clue about it because they've never done it before. You can help them. And the last two things I'd say is finding people jobs, finding people clients, finding people introductions, and finding people new markets to play with. That is huge. If you've got a product like a glass of water and you're saying it's in a plastic glass, but nobody's going to want this, there might be a ton of different organizations that would have an interest in that glass, in that water, in how you prepared it, in whether the water is quality, not quality. There's a ton of different things. And the last thing I want to mention right now is creating a membership site. People are scared. People want community, especially in lockdown. They will pay a small fee to be connected to like-minded people who love the stuff that they love and you can drive that. You can own these are great ideas, but where do I get started? Well, first of all, pay attention to the toilet paper diaries, watch what we do on Fast Forward, and Google it. You don't have to be an expert at this. You need to be able to hire somebody who is an expert at this and then get it to the person who needs it most. Be the middleman. Think about becoming a joint venture specialist, because you don't have to be the expert in everything, but you just have to marry that person who needs it with that person who can deliver it. And that's what I would say are the easiest ways to start a virtual business right now. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you really enjoyed it, then make sure you watch one of these 2 videos afterwards. And Ernesto, why are you staring up the top of my head?
Dave, your hair is actually thinning out.
Well, if it is, it's about the only thing getting thin on this show.
Here on this side, we have some more amazing videos for you to watch.